Hey guys, Kevin here, and for the past few days, I've been making videos based on things that I have written because, you know, some people they just can't be bothered to read, and I realized that having a video, having something you can listen to, is something very valuable. So, kung may data ka, and you can just listen to a video, then that's all good, right? You can learn instead of just reading. If you don't have the time, we can just have these videos for you. Okay, so first question. So I'm sharing some of the lessons on my website, callcentertrainingtips.com. If you haven't been to the website, callcentertrainingtips.com has over 200 lessons, and it helps you get hired in a call center, keep your job, get regularized, and it also helps you increase your income. So we have a bunch of tips on how to get all that call center money, and basically it's how to build a better life. Now, this lesson, the first is: do you act like a performer or an observer? So this is something that I've shared on the site before, but recently I've been remembering this lesson like for a while. Um, so this lesson has been very valuable for me because you're in a job. Like, what's your experience when you're in a job? Are you the kind of person that volunteers, that gets things done, or are you the person in the background? You wait for other people to start and then maybe support that person. Or ayaw mo mapapansin ka, like back in school, pag may recitation, ayaw mo na tinataas yung kamay mo to answer. You don't answer the questions when the teacher or the professor asks a question, or volunteer to solve a problem on the blackboard or whiteboard or whatever board that your school had. Are you that kind of person? Okay. So, um, when during my first day in training, the trainer told we had whiteboards, and then the trainer drew something, and it looks like a rock band. So there's a stick figure of a guy with a mic and may mga musical tone, and then there's a picture of a guy with a guitar, and there's a picture of the guy on the drums. Pangit yung drawing niya, but you can recognize that it's a band. So on my website, instead of a drawing, dahil pangit ako mag-drawing usually, I just put a picture of a band. And so it's a band. So I'm gonna show you that picture again later. Okay. So I'm just gonna read some of the details on the lessons, and then we'll discuss a little bit, get into more detail. So when I was new at work, during my first training session, the trainer drew an image of a rock band, and the band was singing and playing instruments on the drawing. May mga sound na symbol, right? And then he began to draw a crowd of audience with lots of people. Kind of like the picture I showed you, but it's stick figures. And then he told us that in the photo, or in his drawing, there are two kinds of people in the picture: the musicians and the crowd. He then asked us who gets paid. Obviously, it's the band. So, the band, we answered. And then he asked us who is paying. Alright? And obviously, it's the people kasi yung bumibili ng ticket. So, how does the band get paid? The people buy the tickets. Alright? And then, he asked us, what's the difference? How come the people on stage are getting paid and the people are paying for the show, right? So obviously, sagot ko, they're musicians, I answered. And then he asked a bunch of more questions. How much do these guys get paid? How much does a rock star get paid? Think of your favorite musician. How much does that person make? Diba? You know, you've seen them. They have nice cars. They have nice houses. Right? Um, how much does a person get paid if you're a musician? Diba? So he asked a bunch more questions that I can't really recall. But I remember clearly what the lesson from the session was. Okay? And when it was time to get serious, he asked this question, what is the band doing? So think about it. Like, let me show you the picture again. Whoop. You see it? What is the band doing? Alright? So I guess we have the singer, we have the guy on the guitar, we have the guy on the drums, we have the guy on the bass. What are they doing? What do you call that? What are they doing in general? So, nung sirit na kami, the trainer said the band is performing. And the crowd, the people, the audience, is observing. So, he said, this image, so, dinedirect niya yung attention namin to the drawing. So, in this case, this image, sabi ko, is a picture of what it's like at work. This is an image of what it's like at work. There are people who are performing, and there are people who are observing, and there are people, the people who are performing are the people who get paid really well. Nakalimutan ko ilagay yung word na well dun sa lesson. I-edit ko yan mamaya. So, the people who are performing get paid really well. And the people who are not performing do not get paid. Well, obviously, kung sa office ka, syempre may basic salary. Pero as far as commissions, bonuses, incentives go, the people who are performing are the people getting paid really well, extra income. And the people who are not performing, they don't receive that. They only receive their basic ano. And if you're not performing very well, the company is incentivized to let go of you. The company doesn't want to keep you because they're hiring you to do some work. Okay? So the performers gets rewarded to play. The performers gets rewarded to go there, and the observer pays to play. Diba? So in an employment situation, what do you pay? What kind of payment do you make? What you pay is the money na dapat nare-receive mo, yung bonuses, yung commission, yung incentive. that's what you pay. Diba? Hindi mo siya natatanggap eh. It goes to other people. Why? Because you're not performing. So in the end, the trainer told us, you will have to decide what kind of person you are. Are you going to become a performer? Or are you just an observer? And then the trainer wrote this on the whiteboard. It's a quote. Hindi ko alam kung makikita mo, pero the quote goes, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. So, let me say that again. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. This is by Helen Keller. So, some trivia. Helen Keller was an American author. So, matalino siya. She's also a political activist and a lecturer. So, she gives talks. And she's also, hindi ko alam kung nagrarally siya or maybe sinishare lang niya sa students niya. Tapos yung students niya nagrarally. I'm gonna have to read her Wikipedia page. If you're interested in Helen Keller, you just Google her. Tapos basahin mo yung Wikipedia page. Sabihin mo sa akin kung tama. Kung sumasali ba siya sa rally. She was the first blind She was the first deaf and blind person to earn a Bachelor's of Arts degree. So imagine mo, bingi siya and bulag siya. Pero she has a Bachelor of Arts degree. Naisip mo na ba yun? Paano ka makakatapos ng college na bulag ka tapos bingi ka? Paano mo magagawa yun? Ano ka lang? Diba? Obviously, hindi ka makakapagsalita pag bingi ka kasi hindi mo makontrol yung sounds. So, I guess, basa lang siya using her hands and then sulat. Kasi wala siyang marinig, wala siyang makita. Ikaw, anong klaseng blessing meron ka? Ito naka-accomplish nitong taong to. American author, political activist, and lecturer. Paano ko magle-lecture kung nagigets mo? So, isipin mo yung mga blessing mo sa buhay. Compare mo sa mga tao na walang-wala. Diba? You have to do better. If you want to get paid really well, if you want a better life, you want to become a performer instead of an observer. You have to be active in your life. You have to be the person who's doing things to make things better instead of the person who's just complaining na parang kang entitled. Right? That's not very good. Okay? So, I'm gonna show you the picture one more time. Yeah, check it out. Rock concert. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be on stage or do you want to be with a crowd? You choose. Kasi the crowd isn't earning money from this event. They're just paying. They're just watching. Do you want to get paid? Do you want to get paid really well? Do something about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for the Facebook page. Thank you for following the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Thank you for sending us messages, all those encouragements. Thank you for your emails. Yeah, if you're interested in getting free lessons, send us your email address and we'll send you some free lessons. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and you have a good evening. Bye guys.